Yesterday was my first day back in my craft room for about 4 weeks. I had just a really bad sinus, head cold infection type thing, which just wouldn't shift no matter what I took. And unfortunately I gave it to my mum as well, so that wasn't so great. But anyway, right, I'm gonna use this is an online exclusive. Going back to mail cards, I'm going to have a little play with this one. Not used it before really, so I'm just gonna see where it takes me. I've got 2 card bases cut. So one's in Misty Moonlight and is landscape. One is in Real Red and it's a portrait. It could be landscape, but I think I'm going to do it that way. I've got a cloud cover embossed and a Secret Sea embossed layer. Nothing to say I'm going to use them, but it's been with this Forever Plaid 3D embossing folder. And I've just got a couple of grey and white layers that I've already cut. So I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but we'll have a look. I think I'm going to keep the layers for now, and I'm just going to stamp on a new piece of white. There aren't any dies with this, but I think the images are quite simple to fussy cut. So I'm going to just pop these down. We want that one. Come back to those in a minute. Just let those. Pick these up and just get another. Block, and I'm going to use the new hybrid ink pad to see how it goes. So this is a felt pad, so you just need to dap your stamp around a few times. Just going to stamp a few of those because I'm going to cut these out, I think. Okay. So it's a really nice clean image, which is good. And having not used this before, I just really want to make sure that I'm applying even pressure and getting a even coverage of ink. Again, it's a really nice sharp image on that one. And I may well be pressing it down too many times, but I just want to make sure. Perfect. So I'm really pleased with the of how clear those images have come out. So I'm going to pop that out the way. Move that now, and I've got some I've got my blending pens over here. I've got Misty Moonlight, Night of Navy, I've got a Balmy Blue, not sure if I'm using those, I've got Real Red and Secret Sea, and I have got a dark smoky slate. Can't find my light one, so that's Gone Walkies, but I'll no doubt find it at some point. I really do need to sort my office out again. Okay, so this light Secret Sea I'm going to start with, and I'm just going to add some bits just to make it see if this what this will do. I don't want, so this is the dark smoky slate, and then there's the Secret Sea that I've put on there. I'm just thinking I may well I might even use the bullet tip. It is just, don't want to go over it too much because the alcohol does keep working. So I find it very, very hard to colour and talk at the same time. So as you'll see, this one, the darker colour is sort of blended nicely now, and it will carry on for a bit longer. You can go back over and add more colour. This is the smoky slate. It's a bit dark really for what I wanted, but I'm gonna, it just gives the contrast. I've missed a bit of the tire there. It's just it would have been better with the lighter one, but this will be fine. Okay, little wind mirrors, and I think I'm gonna, yeah, I'm gonna leave that. Right, now this is the dark Misty Moonlight, so I'm not going to use too much. Just some little bits of darker obviously you can take a lot longer colour in this. I'm not sure that it's that engaging watching someone colour for a long time, so I try and do it quicker than I probably should. And obviously I'm using my glass mat, but don't forget the blends do come through, so you do need to have a bit of scrap paper or something underneath to stop it from staining either a bit of card that you might be working on or your desk, table, whatever you use. That's a tricky little bit there. I think what I'm going to do then is go back to my smoky slate, just so there is a definition between the two. Right, that was that one. So I'm going to do this one now a bit quicker. So this is dark dark Secret Sea. Again, it's just giving a little bit of definition. I'm going to use the lighter one. We used to watch, excuse me, we used to watch Formula One racing all the time, and we don't watch it quite so much now. But I think there's been so many rule changes that it got a bit confusing. Didn't know whether they were meant to be doing something or not, to be honest. Okay, so that's the wheels. We'll do now with a bit lighter. And then this one I'm going to do in the real red. So again, I'm going to use the dark one first. Just add in a, literally just add in a bit of definition, bit of it stops the colour looking so flat, I suppose, so a bit of 3D. I'm going to colour over, there is a 56 there, so I don't know, but I'm going to colour over it so it's all in the same colour. Get that little bit in there. Okay, so that's the colouring done, so that's all right. Now I need to grab the scissors and I'm just going to cut some of these out. I don't want, let's just get rid of that. I don't want too much white around the outside. And fussy cutting is again not my favourite crafting pastime, but these are really sort of simple. Let's just get rid of that. They are really simple shapes just to cut out, so it's not it's not necessary to have dies for them. Makes it also accessible to people that don't have die machines, and I'm going to leave that bit there because that's probably a bit too difficult to cut out at the moment. I might colour it so that it's the same as the background, but I'm not sure yet. And then this one, the whole idea is apparently that you move the paper, you keep your scissors on a 45-degree angle and you move the paper. I've never really found it that straightforward. Sometimes I'm alright, and other times I go a bit wonky, but it's okay. Right, so that's those two. Let's move that out the way. Again, the flags are straightforward, but you do obviously need to be careful you don't cut the flag poles off. So I'm only going to do one more, I think, because I want to build a card. So I am really, as I say, I really am pleased with the hybrid black ink pad. It's been really clear, and I've gone right up to the edge with my blends, and it hasn't bled through, so that's brilliant. That was what I was a bit worried about, that would bleed, but it hasn't, so that's great. And you just for cleaning it, I believe you use the Stazon, so I will have to do that afterwards. Should really do it straight away, but I'll do it after, it's fine. Okay, so am I going to put that on there? I don't know. I want something that's a bit... So I can either do it like that, with it so that I've got a bit of texture at the back. Or I can stamp on here. See, to me that just looks a bit plain. I think that's like a road track or tyre tracks. I could put some of those on. I think I prefer this so that it's not so stark. And then say these are just having a little play, really. Let's find some glue, some dimensionals. Just going to use these bits up. This is going to be interesting. Perhaps I just need to glue those on. Those up there. Stick this down before I forget. Right, so we've got a happy birthday. What else have we got in here? We've got happy birthday, we've got ready, set, go, Zoom, welcome to the team. So I'm going to use happy birthday. Just because they're the ones that I should probably need more of. And I've got, I don't know whether that'll fit on there, it might not. It might be a bit small. Let's find another bit of scrap. I keep so many cut-offs and scraps of paper. I want this stylish. No, I'm not going to do a die cut because I've got stuff on the machine. Let's find Misty Moonlight. Over. I'm just gonna cut this down a bit. And get it a bit straight. So. Might even just trim it. And then it will just go on there. Okay, and then the inside piece, I'm going to a bit of scrap. I don't want the whole image on, I'm just gonna put it. See, now this I've not used my my matte with. and I didn't ink it up very much, so I'm going to put my mat underneath. I'm going to turn that over, put some more ink on. Yeah, it's come out better. I think I've had some wet on it from the pad, so, but that's fine. It can go. Just go in the middle, and that's that card. So the other one's going to be very similar, I think. Just make sure some of that's off. Again, put that on there. I'm not quite sure I like this white, and I don't want to colour it. I don't want to colour it in the same colour as the background, because it'd be the same as the tyres. Just do these flags quickly. I have no idea. God. To see, the first part of my live today was talking about the catalogue and the paper pumpkin and the new ink pad, so it's gone on a bit longer than I would have liked. I might well have to edit that so that I can do it in two different videos. Take out the information bit at the front. Do you find that when you're crafting, you sort of get I don't know, the time just seems to disappear. I get so many plans in my head and on my list, thinking I'm going to get so much done in a day, and then I sort of like get into crafting and the time just goes so quick. Right, so again, I'm going to stick these, put one there and one there, him in the middle. Oops. There is a little cone as well there, which could also be a little witch's hat, I suppose. And I think this is like tire marks. I'm going to use Ready, Set, Go. Need another scrap of paper. I think it will fit on there. And I've got my real red, which is quite juicy, this one. So it's also where I've not used this. I don't know if you can see that there's some like, it's gone like bobbly. So the best thing to do when you've got new stamps is to give them a bit of a wipe. You can use, use something to give them a wash, or you can even just do it in your hand, just to wipe off the it's like a sticky chemical. Well, it's not a chemical, I don't know what it is. It's to do with the manufacturing process, but now you can see it's not bobbling. And you get a much better stamp from it. It didn't seem as, with the black it wasn't an issue, but with the normal sort of ink pads, it was definitely more of a, it's more of a problem if you've got that stickiness on there. It sort of just stays there, and then the ink can't what am I trying to say? The ink can't adhere to the stamp well enough, proper coverage, and then you end up with the bobbles, which will then give you a bubbly image, which we don't want. Right, let's just pop some bits on there. This set would be brilliant to use with the stamping positioner, to be able to get some like dimension, some looking as though the racing car's actually pulled off. Stick these down. You could do these on dimensionals if you've got some patience to cut little thin bits, or you could even put them on, stamp them onto foam. So that you've got the foam adhesive sheets underneath first, and then cut through it. So they're not complicated, they're not fancy, they're just some basic, I will put a white sheet in there, some basic ideas really, bit of colouring, and yeah, presentable for male birthday cards. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there, I think, and I will say upload it once I've edited out and sorted out the first bit with the new stamp pads and things on. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Take care.